No need for resprays this fall, because I'm giving you fragrances that give you nothing but longevity. Starting off with one that might surprise you a little bit, but we'll see. My fragrance is JPG's Le Male Parfum EDP Intense. Yes, I've talked a lot of crap about the older JPG fragrances, but I finally came around to it. But like I was saying, what made me come back around to this fragrance is that I had to acknowledge the fact that it is a classic. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I heard girls say that they don't like when their men wear something like this because they smell it so often. I had to get over the fact that the market for this being oversaturated doesn't mean that the scent is bad. But I still do stand by the fact that this is a very overworn fragrance. I mean, your grandfather probably got a bottle of this. But for a time like now where it calls for gourmand and spicy aromas, this is a perfect scent for fall. You already know this is warm, inviting, vanillic, smooth, and a classic aroma that you really just can't go wrong with. I don't know about you, but I'm never too old to dress up for Halloween. So if you want to dress up and still smell good, this would be perfect for a casual occasion like that. Or if you're a younger guy like me dressing up for a Halloween party, you could go with this as well. Alongside that, this will last you easily 8+ hours, so there's no need to bring the fragrance with you in the car. Somebody might get jealous of your scent and steal your shit. I have a hot take with this one. I've been raving about it ever since it dropped. It's a special one from Azzaro, their most wanted parfum elixir. Just like Stronger With You Parfum and Dior Homme 2025, I've been in the lab with this fragrance. Out of all the leather aromas I like Tuscan leather and the ombre leather collection, this one gotta be up there. They put an interesting twist on leather that I've never seen before. You know, when thinking about a leather aroma, you think about the typical combination like either woods or spices, but with this has a fruity touch to it. That makes this ultra smooth aroma that's intriguing due to how dark yet vibrant it is. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't see enough people talking about this. I feel like with all the recent 2025 drops, they've been lacking the attention they deserve. This is a scent that I consider my personal sleeper in my rotation. Last time I worn this, it lasted me 6 to 8 hours. Within the 2-hour mark is when it was the most intense, and then later on it just became moderate. I have for you one of 2025's best fragrances to drop this year. Not only just for a scent, but it do got some longevity to it. Broski, please look into this, bro. Valentino's Extra Dose. I know I was just talking about how fall calls for gourmand and spicy aromas, but this is a little different. Obviously all these fragrances are gonna have some spice to them, but this isn't gourmand, it's spicy, woody, and floral. This is another one of 2025's fragrances I've been in the lab with recently, and I stamp this now. This is a standout aroma, without a doubt. The florals in this gives whoever wearing it a silky smooth edge. And whatever woods and spices they use, because they don't specify, comes off vibrant, almost like sandalwood and pink pepper. This will last you 6 hours plus with strong to moderate projection. If you wear this anywhere, wear it when you're trying to take that special girl out, because through this, she gonna realize that she with an elegant, pleasing man. I have for you one of my absolute favorites, and you're gonna get that joke here in a couple of seconds. But it's Stronger With You, absolutely. That was bad, right? Yeah, my fault. So I've been in the lab too much with Stronger With You Parfum, and I had to come back to my roots and realize what made me like Stronger With You the most, and it was this fragrance. The one thing you can be guaranteed with the Stronger With You line is some longevity. They gonna give you some hours on the clock. You know, I was considering putting Stronger With You Parfum in this video, but that boozy rum in this really just hits harder for fall. Then on top of that, you have vanilla, woods, and spices. Bro, it's different. Not only is it a standout aroma, but it is a perfect cuddle buddy scent for this fall. You know, it's getting chilly outside right now, and you need to snuggle up with her, and she needs a warm, inviting scent. Stronger With You absolutely is gonna do that for you. This one coming up might genuinely be considered eternal, like an infinite scent that can never leave once sprayed. Louis Vuitton's Ombre Nomad. Boy, I need to talk my shit with this fragrance. I'm gonna start out by saying that this is hands down one of the best woody aromas you'll ever get your hands on. If you know me, my favorite woody aroma was either Burberry Heroes Parfum or Initio's Oud for Greatness. But this Louis Vuitton collection has been a monster to the fragrance game. Unlike this, Hero Parfum and Oud for Greatness are just smooth, dark, woody aromas. But bro, there's this floral and sweet freshness that takes you away from the oud. Then you can get this sense of woody smokiness, almost like oud burning. There's so many aspects of this fragrance that come all back together to make this sophisticated, smooth, fresh, woody aroma. With this fragrance, Louis Vuitton ensures that you come off like a rich, luxurious gentleman. If you're an older guy, I strongly recommend you pick this up. Wearing this, nobody's gonna be able to compete with your scent on my life. This fragrance is one that I thought I was known for talking about last year. If you've been here since the beginning, you know I'm talking about Spice Bomb Infrared. I feel like I haven't shown enough love to Spice Bomb recently. Like growing up and even now, I really love Spice Bomb, but then again, it was the summertime. I know how I usually talk about how I don't like spices and fruits, but this is the best way to do it. You know, the fruits don't overpower the spice and vice versa. It's a perfect balance. When we're talking about warm, inviting, and cuddle buddy aromas, depending on which fragrance you're talking about, Spice Bomb is the big dog sometimes. With a scent like this, if you're snuggling with your wife, your girl, that special someone, they might back it up on you while they snuggling with you, if you catch my drift. I'm just playing, but you're gonna come off so cozy and inviting that she might get upset when you try and get up out the bed. If I wasn't so damn busy with all these new fragrances, I would be wearing this. The last time I wore this was last year, and I'm pretty sure it lasted me 6+ hours. So enjoy your 6+ hours with your girl being glued to you, cause she ain't leaving. I've been conducting a lot of research into this fragrance before putting it in a list. I think it's time to to show you what I love. Armani's Code Profumo. You can spray this on from the morning where you haven't even gotten out of bed, brushed your teeth, or showered, and it'll last you all the way to the night. 8+ hours, no difficulty. Smelling this fragrance again got me wondering why I put on Mont Blanc's Legend Night when I could have put on this. But this is ambery, vanillic, and spicy, and all those notes combined together to almost make a caramel-like scent. I can see this being worn casually or to an event that you need to stand out. You know, maybe you're going to a luxurious dinner like Hell's Kitchen. If you wear something like this, you're gonna kill everybody's aroma in the room. Or maybe you're going to the movies to go watch that new Superman movie. One, I'm jealous of you. So when wearing something like this, nobody in that movie theater is gonna compete with your scent at all. I mean, it's smooth, elegant, and gourmand. What much more can you ask for? The Gourmand King stamps this fragrance. I've been saving this fragrance for a minute now. I just feel like it hasn't been the right time to put it out there. But now, since it's fall, you gotta get Burberry's Hero Parfum. Look, I know I was talking crazy about this fragrance when it came to Ombre Nomad, but just because this isn't a standout aroma compared to Ombre Nomad, it is a good casual fragrance. If you're not into smelling like synthetic woods, which I can relate, Burberry Hero Parfum is your most natural, woody smelling scent. You know, maybe you're an older guy, you need to go pick up your kids from daycare, but you want to smell good, fit that fall vibe, and not too much thought behind it. This is the scent. I think that this is the best way I could put it. Burberry Hero Parfum is like the Bleu de Chanel for fall. I know I put a big ass dent in this bottle. It's Vulgaris Men in Black Parfum. I feel like I said something negative about this fragrance that I didn't really mean. I can't remember if I said if I liked the floralness or if it came off too girly. If I did say that, I feel like I smelled this in a rush because all I got in the opening was florals. But I do remember saying that when it comes to spices, Vulgari gotta be up there with Stronger With You and Spice Bomb. Because if you're more into a spicy, sensual-like aroma, you need to go with the original. I do find the scent being a little bit more mature for the older man. If you want to come off like a well put together, sophisticated man, I suggest looking into this. Back in 2024, this scent will last me 6+ hours, so you don't gotta worry about your scent dying. I'm usually not for Dior fragrances unless it's Dior Home, but outside of that, I don't really rock with a lot of the Sauvage line. But Sauvage Elixir is an exception. Okay, give me a raise of hands of who rocks with Dior Sauvage. Okay, you, and y'all gotta go. Cause realistically, out of all of them, and even though I was defending Eau Forte, this is the best. I feel like a lot from the Sauvage line comes off very bland and basic, but this stands out the most. Not only in terms of longevity and projection, but the scent is just far more superior to anything the Sauvage line can offer. It's a fresh, spicy aroma that still fits in with that autumn vibe. You know, maybe you're going to a party where you're all wearing suits. Wearing this, you're gonna come off sleek as can be. And I'm gonna be real with you, if you don't have this already, I'm a little disappointed in you, but you know, times are hard right now, so I can understand. Subscribe cause, well, you know what I mean? If you're not into all these designer fragrances, that's cool. You should go watch me rank all the hyped clone fragrances.